Welcome to Enki Plays Valhiem. I picked this up today, gonna play with a couple of friends. This should be kind of a fun adventure. I'm gonna have someone kind of give me a brief walkthrough, so I'm not walking to this blind, but it kind of sounds like a cross between Rust, Minecraft, and Terraria, without necessarily forced PvP like Rust has, which I'm not a fan of. Alright, let's create a character. New. And we'll just do this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Valheim. I've been spending about 2 or 3 hours on it. I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm doing now. I just died unexpectedly, not from an enemy, but from my own lack of observation. Apparently, when you fell a tree, it can fall on you and it will kill you. Thankfully, I set my spawn point with a bed inside, which is kind of funny. So I got kind of a primer tutorial from Emerald, actually. And he kind of gave me instructions on how to build this little house and told me some of the stuff that was going on and how to do it. And now I'm like, well, this little house is nice, but come on, this is me. I do crazy. So I'm going crazy. This is going to be huge. So each section, wall section, is going to be roughly this size and is going to go out as far as I need it or want it to go out. So it turns out after you beat the first boss, you get some antler thing to destroy these rocks. So eventually I'm going to get rid of them all, but for the time being I have to go and pick them up. And I need to pick them up because I need the rocks in order to raise the ground here so this wall doesn't stay floating, because eventually it will just collapse. So this is kind of what I've been working on. This is going to be kind of fun. I think I'm going to enjoy this quite a bit, especially having somebody to play with. And I've kind of missed like having that interaction of having people to play with. But I'm going to go kind of nuts with this. Like more than a little bit nuts with this. No. Oh. I almost died again rolling on that log. It's going to roll back on me, I guess. And apparently as it rolls over my house, it will damage the walls. And so thankfully repairing isn't difficult. Actually, the repairing in this game is extremely forgiving. Again, this is early access, so all this is subject to change. The repair on this is just you go to the workbench and you click and everything is just repaired. It costs you nothing, which is fantastic. So this is a bed, this is a chest, that's a fire, and that's a fire stick. Spigot? Spigot. You can put stuff on the fire and it cooks, but if you walk away, it basically turns it charcoal that you can use to spend for something else. Otherwise, you have to kind of sit here and just kind of watch it cook, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't take very long, 15-20 seconds. And the food in this game is interesting. So you can see down here, you've got this little food health meter. If I right click this, it adds a little bit more. I get a buff. If I hover over the food, it tells me what I get out of it. And each food stack adds one more bar to my little stamina down here, which makes it easier for me to actually continue to do stuff. And I can do it longer, which is helpful because everything takes stamina. And at the very beginning here, everything takes a lot of stamina. It takes a long time to do anything. So having the food buff, especially at the very beginning, is super helpful. So I'm gonna like go through and be the one-man force for climate change in Valhalla, cut down all these trees, and build myself an enormous like meeting hall. I guess it would be meat halls. I mean, they're Vikings. They were known to be really, really drunk all the time. Maybe. I might be making that up. I don't actually know. I think it's like lore, but it's probably not true. It might be. I don't know enough about that era to be able to say one way or another. But this has actually been kind of a bit of fun, but it's going to be slow progress. So it's going to be a little bit here and there of what's going on. Apparently there's several different bosses to fight, and that's what they're caring over there is for. There's gonna be you kill a boss, you hang the head on the little chain, and then you get a bonus. Oh, that was neat. And each bonus, it increases the difficulty a little bit. You start off basically with stone and flint tools, and then you get to the point where it's like bronze tools. Eventually there's iron, but iron is mid-late game, which is actually historically accurate because Vikings, from the way I understand it, didn't really have anything more than like bronze tools, and their iron smithing, their metal smithing was really, really poor. So when they actually started like raiding England and getting a hold of their swords and their metallurgy, which was by far superior to what the Vikings were doing, they would raid towns. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. They would raid towns to steal the weaponry because it was superior to what they were using. There's a lot of stuff about Viking lore that is really kind of an unknown, and maybe it is known, it's just unknown to me. So I kind of like that there's a little bit this level of realism. It's not like you can just start like, oh, hey, look, I've got iron tools. No, you actually have to work for that. You have to work pretty hard for it, which I can appreciate from this developer. And I don't know if I said this before, but I believe the developer that made this game is the same one that did Goat Simulator. I'd have to check. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm carrying too much. I am burdened. I'm encumbered. If I go another point over, I won't be able to walk. I think it's 303 or 305. I know I hit 306 and wouldn't let me pick anything up. Excuse me. I hit 306 and oh, nope. I can't move at all. Oh, my stamina bar's out. So can I just do this? I can just do that. Noise. So it's nighttime. First of all, that is Telger Shell. That is, I guess, the bough of the world tree that holds the Viking Valhalla, like, intact. It is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's stunning. I'm really excited to see where this game goes. But I think I'm going to call this here. Because it's going to be just a lot of grinding for a while as I kind of get things built and get a grasp on a lot of the way the crafting system works. So I'm going to call this here. I hope everyone comes back. This is going to be kind of fun. It's a mixture of Minecraft and Rust and Terraria, all of which 3 games I've enjoyed to one degree or another. And it should be very interesting. So I hope you come back soon, and I will see you again next time.